Hello, Standard 8. So, we are going to continue with the remaining topic, and this is about the salient features of our constitution you were doing, and you were talking about the fundamental rights. And in the fundamental rights, we have completed some fundamental rights, and you have studied about the protection against arrest and detention, that is ordinary circumstances. Today we'll be talking about preventive detention. This is an act I taught to you. Okay, it was an act passed by the parliament to protect our right to freedom. So preventive detention. So suppose a person who is in case a person is detained under the preventive detention, he can be kept in custody for a period of 3 months, and that too without trial. He can be in custody for a period of 3 months without trial, and such person also enjoys certain rights. A person who is arrested under preventive detention, okay, that person who is arrested and he can be kept it in custody for 3 months without trial, that person also enjoys certain rights. What are these rights? Preventive detention does not mean that the person stand accused. It is only a precautionary measure. It does not mean that the person has already done the mistake. It is the precautionary measure. Okay, that person is arrested. Detention beyond 3 months can be extended only by an advisory board. Okay, who has the power to extend the period of detention beyond 3 months? It is done by the advisory board, and this advisory board constituted for the purpose of extending the detention period, and it consists judges of the High Court. Who are the member of this advisory board? The judges of the High Court are the member of the advisory board. The third right, ground of detention, have to be specified. It means that the person should know on what ground he is detained. The detainee informed of these grounds, and he also has the right to make representation against the detention order. So this you have studied regarding the preventive detention. We have some limitations also. This is for the public interest. It means that the authority or the state can public interest. It means that the authority or the state can take recourse to public interest and refuse to disclose the ground of detention. Okay, this is for the public interest. This is the limitation. Okay, where the authority or the state can take recourse to public interest and refuse to disclose the ground of detention. Second, you see power of the parliament, means the legislature or the parliament, either. Okay, you can say legislature also, you can say parliament also, has the power to specify the maximum period of the preventive detention. They have a power to, abhi 3 months hai, now it can be extended. Okay, so here who has this power? This power is given to the parliament. Next, we are going to study about the next right, the third right, right against exploitation. Right against exploitation. This right is mentioned under Article 23 and 24. Right against exploitation is mentioned under Article 23 and 24. This right upholds the dignity of the individual and prohibits exploitation. Now, what type of right it protects? Here, under Article 23A, okay, under right against exploitation, Article 23A, freedom from slavery, beggary, or other form of forced labor. Okay, freedom from slavery, beggary, or other forms of forced labor. Then, trafficking in human being also is not allowed. It is prohibited. Trafficking in human being. What is the meaning of trafficking in human being? It means buying and selling of human being is prohibited. It also prohibits use of women or girls for immoral purposes. Then Article 24. This article prohibits employment of children below the age of 14 years in factories, mines, and other hazardous occupation. The practice of bonded labor has also been declared unlawful under Article 24, which protects us from any form of exploitation. So, in today's class, only so much. In the next video, I'll be explaining you about the right to freedom of religion, and then cultural and educational right, and right to constitutional remedies. We'll be doing the remaining part in the next. Thank you very much.